Elon Musk has always been an independent thinker who operates without constraints, and as a result only a few international leaders are fond of him. Many advocacy groups have expressed worries about how Elon Musk plans to operate the company since he acquired Twitter. Now, world leaders have also threatened Elon Musk due to the acquisition. Welcome back to another exciting video. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. What might this indicate for the CEO of Tesla? Let's dig then. Elon Musk announced on April 14th that he would purchase Twitter for $54.20 per share. Twitter approved the agreement a week later, and 2 months later, Musk decided he wanted out. Elon Musk has purchased Twitter, and the world's most influential people are now concerned about Musk and threatening him. He dismissed several of the company's officials after taking charge, including General Counsel Singh, Chief Policy Officer Vijaya Gaud, and Parag Agrawal. According to reports, he allegedly caused what we may refer to as a management vacuum and a divergence from the status quo due to genuine concerns about the rise of hate speech and extremism. Before purchasing the business on March 27, 2022, Musk blasted Twitter and its leadership for needless restrictions. He promised that when he eventually acquired the social app, he would change everything since he was a champion of free expression, and this was evident from the moment he took over. If and when they expressed things that did not agree with his viewpoint, Elon Musk has in the past threatened bloggers and even his workers. Therefore, Twitter's shadow threats and freedom of speech are here to stay for the worldwide community, and those for whom Twitter was the only verifiable medium for message delivery. Musk, known for supporting free speech, has a history of threatening legal action against detractors and firing workers with opposing views. It appears more controlled and contained. The coming months may decide all of that as Twitter gets started. It may signal the end of a transparent and user-friendly Twitter. Before Musk bought Twitter, his professional reputation for intimidating opponents with retribution and legal threats was legendary. He questioned Twitter's biased censorship of the app and its content moderation practices, particularly the choice to ban Donald Trump. For months, he repeatedly vowed to fix everything. Now, many advocacy organizations fear that Musk's acquisition of Twitter will significantly trespass on data privacy, increasing harassment, extremism, and hyperpartisanship. After the acquisition was finalized, the organizations called again. Musk has said that most rumors regarding his attempts to acquire Twitter have been untrue despite mounting concerns. He asserted that it was evident the social media platform could not be a hellhole where anything could be uttered without repercussion. Musk insisted that Twitter must be kind and inclusive, while also abiding by the law. The deal also raised red flags for many worried about content moderation and safety when he initially revealed his plans to buy Twitter months ago. According to David Kay, they have long sought to manipulate public perception. Formerly served as a special rapporteur for the UN on the freedom of expression. How Musk responds to pressure from nations like Saudi Arabia and India is a vital sign of the direction he's taking the platform in. Despite having fewer users than Facebook or Instagram, Twitter is a popular platform among journalists, politicians, and activist civil society organizations. These individuals have a collective impact on determining public policy. People organizing protests in nations like Argentina, Nigeria, and India have found Twitter essential. People living in tightly regulated environments, such as Saudi Arabia, now have a platform to express their disapproval of their leaders and governments. Musk wants to see Twitter reach 1 billion users, said Jason Pallmeyer, executive director of the Global Network Initiative. Even though they might not make up a sizable portion of Twitter's revenue stream, it may affect his willingness to fight for the platform's freedom to host content in court against foreign governments. Currently, the company is interested in expanding its user base and revenue in nations with increasingly online and very big populations, such as Turkey, Nigeria, Pakistan, and Indonesia. Jason asserts that all those countries have at least partially engaged in conflict with Twitter, corporations, or social media. The Nigerian government ordered all internet service providers (ISPs) to block Twitter last year after Twitter removed a post by Nigeria's President Gary for violating its rules. The government only lifted the prohibition after Twitter committed to opening a local office and paying taxes there. One of Musk's investors may not agree with his ideas to restrict Twitter bots. The Saudi government even went so far as to infiltrate Twitter. Therefore, to spy on dissidents has long deployed a horde of bots and phony accounts to manage talks. The Saudi government has allegedly targeted Leon, a gay Saudi activist living in exile in the US, who alleges that the Saudi government's only objective is to control Twitter's trending algorithm in Saudi Arabia and to sway public opinion via bot accounts. As a result, the Saudi government will suffer if Elon Musk is honest about getting rid of these Twitter bots. Whenever someone criticizes the kingdom, these accounts overwhelm them with reports of their content. Democracy for the Arab World, according to Abdullah Aoud, research director at the NGO. This individual is currently making racist remarks about the country and Arabs. In Aoud's opinion, the bots claim that Twitter may be more inclined to delete content or accounts associated with Saudi networks under Musk when you criticize the government. The world's leaders are also in a panic. Elon Musk paid $44 billion to buy Twitter, and as a result, he now has authority over the social media network used by millions of people and world leaders. A senior European Union official recently warned Elon Musk about his purchase of Twitter and reminded the billionaire that he must adhere to the. Musk wrote in response to Britain, the European Commissioner for the Internal Market, warning him that he would need to follow the bloc's new digital laws after he implied in a cryptic tweet that he had stopped purchasing Twitter theory. The avian is set free. The bird will fly by our regulations in Europe, a Briton said via quote tweet. Musk has always been known for tweeting various things, including updates on Tesla and his other businesses, memes, and criticism of his detractors. He has referred to himself as a free speech absolutist and repeatedly stated that he intended to change Twitter into a virtual town square with fewer limitations on what users can say. Consequences for the way content is handled on Twitter should be expected. Regulators are highly concerned about the spread of hate speech and misinformation on social media platforms. To quickly remove illegal content, such as hate speech, incitement to terrorism, and child sexual abuse, large digital enterprises would be obliged to implement efficient content moderation systems under the recently adopted Digital Services Act of the European Union. For his part, Musk has vowed to prevent illegal content from appearing on the site. By 2024, all of the European Union's regulations will be in effect. Companies that break the law may be fined up to 6% of their annual global sales, according to Guy Verhofstadt, a member of the European Parliament. According to this tweet, regulations and accountability are now more critical than ever. Thus, Elon Musk, one man, now controls the biggest debate in history. With less spectacular characteristics than his British, self-control on social media has never been successful. Atos, a former chief executive officer of the French IT consulting firm, is acknowledged as a key contributor to the creation of the EU digital transformation. The Digital Markets Act, which seeks to curb internet businesses' influence, and the Digital Services Act are both components of the bloc's ambitious plan to regulate big technology. When Musk and Britain last spoke, it was in May. At the time, Musk claimed that the Digital Services Act perfectly encapsulated his philosophy. During a press conference, the American government also expressed some worries. The White House disclosed that Joe Biden was concerned about the significant social media platform's influence. After removing important Twitter, Musk will essentially serve as the judge of communications from well-known people, countries, and corporations. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.